This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No. Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. It's Friday Eve, everyone.
Yes.
It is. I didn't even realize that.
I'm in my
But how is it Friday Eve on Thursday morning?
Yeah, I hoped you hadn't said that. All right, moving on. Last night, we do finally have a cause of death for Bob Saget's family. It's been revealed. Authorities say Bob died of head trauma after he accidentally hit the back of his head on something, thought nothing of it, and went to sleep. No drugs or alcohol were involved. I want to make sure that's clear. Bob, who was 65 years old, was on a comedy tour when this happened, and a lot of folks speculated that it may have been a heart attack or a stroke. When I heard it was a head injury last night, I was shocked. And then I remembered a little bit, 2009, when Natasha Richardson, Liam Neeson's wife, was on like a ski slope. Do you guys remember this? And she just fell and she got up and was laughing and then went in a couple hours later in the hospital, brain dead, and then eventually died. It's so quick and scary. What'd you think?
I mean, what surprised me was how normal of an occurrence this is. You bang your head all the time. You have been around your children. It'll happen, unfortunately, to Kinsley. Your kids will fall at some point, and you're like, well, they're dead now, and they're okay. But like the sound it makes, because when a skull hits something, your brain smashes against the back of your head, and that's where we see the concussive injuries in football and things like that. Your head is a very precious organ, but we don't really think about it like that, which is very strange. It's a weird thing, but this is very common, unfortunately.
Yeah, what do you think, Linz?
I mean, I can understand probably why he didn't call anybody or go to the hospital, because I know that I'm like naturally an overreactor. So every time I do something, I'm like, I got to go get it checked out. And that probably be one of the times that I'm like, I'm just going to go to sleep in the same way. But now I know, and we're going to talk to Dr. Coley some more about like why specifically we need to make sure to go to the doctor after.
Yeah, let's go right to Dr. Coley here. How common, Dr. Coley, first off, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. We're really sort of shocked by this. How common is this sort of thing? And what should you do if you hit your head? These are great questions for a doctor, and you're here remote. Let us know what you think. What do you think when you heard about the news?
You know, guys, I was also very shocked because I really had thought it would be something like a heart attack or a stroke, which is really much more common. But we know that now Bob Saget had a condition called a subdural hematoma, which is a fancy way of saying that he basically had a bruise inside the brain that just kept getting bigger. And the brain is a closed compartment because we have our skull around it. So it compressed the brain. And that does have a mortality rate of 50 to 90%. So it's very, very fatal. And you guys are talking about, somebody hits their head, gets up and starts talking and then dies. It's actually called talk and die syndrome, because you hit your head, you think everything is okay, but what you've just done is torn a vein in the brain that's slowly oozing blood, and it's really building up over time. So sometimes people can die within minutes, but sometimes they can even die up to 2 weeks later.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Well, Doc, I'm sure everybody on the panel, as well as the people at home, are asking, how common is this sort of thing? And my follow-up to that, on top of that, is like, when should you go to the hospital? Like, some people will be like, I'm fine. Some people will be like, I should go. I don't understand when you should go when you hit your head.
Thankfully, it's not that common. It's pretty rare. And actually, I'm in a hotel room right now, and that was my first thought to myself, is that, wow, what if I happen to hit my head, getting out of the shower or something like that? What signs would I look out for? So the most important thing is to think about, first of all, the intensity of the injury. How badly did you hit your head and where did you hit it? Because it's really the tearing process on the vein occurs because of an acceleration, deceleration injury. So if you kind of, hit your head in a way that causes basically acceleration, deceleration to occur. The other thing to look out for, Al, is neurological symptoms. So headache is the first one, and it doesn't have to be the worst headache of your life, because that's a different type of a bleed. But if you have a really bad headache after you hit your head, not just where you hit it, but kind of all over, that's really suggesting that you have increased pressure on the brain. And then any other neurological signs or symptoms, you're having trouble with language, you're walking like you're drunk, you're having trouble with vision, you're slurring your speech, anything like that, you really need to make sure to call the ambulance right away.
So Dr. Coley, how are you supposed to know when it's just a bump on the head versus something more serious?
So, I think risk factors is the biggest piece of that, Lindsay. So certain groups are more predisposed to have tearing of the veins because their brain sort of shrinks back and puts more tension on the brain. And also their veins are a little bit more delicate. So I'm really thinking about older people actually over the age of 60. I'm also thinking about little kids. So, the shaken baby syndrome, where you shake the baby and, you can cause a bleed in their brain. That's the same sort of phenomena where you're tearing those bridging veins inside the brain. If anyone's on blood thinners or anything like that, that's something to think about. If you've lost consciousness with a head bump, that is absolutely something that needs to be checked out because it could just be a concussion, but you could have really torn that vein and caused that kind of problem as well.
Doc, another celebrity speaking out about a health scare right now, it's the Better Call Saul actor Bob Odenkirk, who's a great comedian. He said he collapsed on set after suffering a heart attack and that 2 crew members performed CPR and used an automated defibrillator. It took them 3 attempts to restart his heart. I would like you to just give us advice. Let's say something happens in here or whoever's watching at your home or your office. What do we do in this situation? Talk to us.
The most important thing, and what those crew members did that saved his life, was that hands-only CPR. You got to get on that right away. Now, if you're alone, you call 911 and then start the hands-only CPR. But Tori, if someone else is around, you yell for them to call 911. You get down on that chest and you push hard and you push fast. And you depress at least 2 inches. And if you're doing good CPR, guys, you're breaking their breastbone. You are actually causing trauma to the sternum because that's how hard you have to push in order to, what you're essentially doing is compressing the heart to pump blood, simulating what the heart does. So make sure you know how to do CPR, which we're gonna learn how to do. I'm gonna teach you guys that, hopefully next week. And make sure you know where that defibrillator is because that, until you come and sort of reset the electricity in their heart with that shock, you may not be able to get that heart started back up again.
Wow. Jeff, did you have any questions as well?
I concur.
You concur? You feel good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you consulted and felt
I mean,
good?
it's just random, but when I found that young lady in the alley and I called 911, that was the first thing they told me to do was to get ready to start doing compressions. I was terrified.
You do it right away?
I wish I had known beforehand if I had had some practice. So I'm looking forward to that, Doc, learning.
You guys know how to do CPR? Because that's going to be my Valentine's Day gift to
That's
the
awesome.
DBL talk show host.
That's a great gift.
Look forward to that. Thank you so much, Doc, for answering all of our questions. Coming up on DBL, our interview with Jillian Michaels from The Biggest Loser, how she's defending her words after getting attacked for her take on body positivity, and going to great lengths to keep this year's halftime show top secret, how organizers are making sure it all stays under wraps.
Closed captioning provided by
The same
I just
rhythm.
heard that.
If you don't, you go to
grandma. I just heard that on the radio the other day, and I blasted it.
Did you?
I feel like people look at me like,
Another
what is?
One Bites the Dust?
Yes, another one bites the
Queen
dust.
is really, I didn't know how much I love Queen. If I could see any band ever, dead or alive, it would be Queen, Freddie Mercury.
It just doesn't come on the radio
Unbelievable.
that much. I was saying I love Tori's dress because it's very sparkly. It's giving me New Year's Day celebration vibes, which is life is always a celebration. Jeff also looks very nice in the blue
Sorry I
on
didn't
blue.
speak much. I apologize.
Well, I didn't want to take this question. It's like a half a page long.
I know. I'm sorry though.
Oh, me? Let me tell you, I tried on 5 outfits today. This is what happens when you have a baby. Like sometimes things just don't fit. Things get high water. Apparently I got taller.
It's a flood coming.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I tried on 5 outfits and then I ran to set and just made it with the suit on. So Kiri, I want to apologize in advance that you gave me a different outfit to wear today. I don't have it on.
I love that.
It's like 3 suits, 1 dress.
No, that's good.
What else can guys wear though? Like you guys have suits, but can you wear a sweater maybe? Have you guys worn a sweater top?
We used
There's some
season
interesting.
one.
There's some interesting.
look nicer.
I think you would be shocked if you saw photos from season 1.
You would be. And
I was
also,
asking
I
about
ripped out all
outfits.
my extensions, you guys. Thanks. Go back. Go ahead.
Well, I was asking you, what else can guys wear besides suits on here?
Al really was pushing that.
Button-up shirts?
No.
We have to go back and show you some because Al really pushed the envelope. He had
tiger sweater.
zip-up camouflage hoodie.
They let
I
me
think,
wear
for
a
a
zip-up
show.
camouflage jacket.
That was it. That was like the bar. That's
And the
where.
snake sweater, remember that?
Yeah.
Or was it tiger?
We were dressed like we were going to a lounge in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, like a nice one, but just kind
Yeah.
of like.
Didn't you wear a hat once?
I
You
think
wore
so.
like one back
Yeah, a
here.
nice hat.
Like one back here though.
No, I mean
No.
like a fedora?
Yeah, it was like
was
one of those.
weird.
It was a Cedric the
Yeah, it wasn't
Entertainer
that
hat.
big, but it was not. It was like a good hat.
like
It's like Dean
it was
Martin.
expensive hat.
Oh, man.
You know, there's 3 beats.
Welcome back. So rehearsals are underway for the Super Bowl halftime show. Hip-hop legends Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Snoop Dogg, who just bought Death Row Records, by the way.
Yeah, that was a big
hit yesterday. It was crazy. And Kendrick Lamar are headlining the event.
Tori hitting them streets.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, Tori, you knew about that Death Row news.
Wow, way to relate.
Ironic. But organizers are going to great lengths to keep the lineup under wraps. So according to TMZ, SoFi Stadium, am I saying that correctly?
That's correct.
Outside of LA has been blaring music like Bon Jovi's Livin' on a Prayer karaoke song right here, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers to make sure people in nearby residential neighborhoods don't hear the actual songs for the halftime show. So what do you guys think about, Jeff? I'm going to you first. You're super excited.
About the halftime
Yeah.
show? Oh, for sure, for sure. I don't have a Death Row chain like you, but I am excited. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea. I like the idea of surprise. I'm thinking, listen, we know they're going to play their classics. They're not hiding that. But I think they're hiding some people that might be coming out for sound check and things like that. So that I'm real excited about.
Who do you think would come out, and who would you be most excited for?
Well, that's something you asked me before the show, so I could think about it.
Yeah, live on television.
Al, do you have anyone you think?
That we can expect. I think no, I
Okay.
don't, because a lot of people have passed on.
I mean, I feel like Jay-Z curates the whole thing these days.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre and Jay-Z are like this. I really love Jay-Z. I hope he comes out. I doubt it.
Me too. I was
Because he never
thinking
comes out
Jay-Z.
anywhere. But he did. I remember when Diddy did like a Bad Boy tour and brought everyone back, like total all the groups from back in the day. Jay-Z actually appeared there, and I was like, okay, Jay-Z made an appearance at this old school tour, so he might do it.
And Jay-Z was at a couple games at SoFi when the Rams were playing.
Oh yeah, with his daughter, I saw.
Yeah, so
And he is, if you don't know, is producing the entire halftime show, if that is news to you. So I'm hoping he comes.
wow,
Ooh.
a Rockefeller and Death Row chain at the same time.
I've never been looking forward to a Super Bowl halftime like this.
I know.
You've never seen Tori look so cool.
I know you've been on it.
Thanks, buddy.
Shout out to
Okay,
you.
cool. Thanks. All right, keeping with our big game theme, could we see the Super Bowl moved to a Saturday? A new study that polled 2,000 NFL fans found that nearly half of them want the big game moved to Sunday, to Saturday. That may be because of 14% of Americans call in sick the next day. Jeffrey?
Well, this is what I'm running my presidency on. So if
Jeff
they change
2024.
this, I have nothing to run on. I will no longer be running for president. But why don't they do this? It's 2 weeks break between the last game and the Super Bowl. Everyone has to work on Sunday or on Monday. You kind of associate the game with some beers, overeating. You're kind of going to be lethargic the next day. Why don't you just switch it? What is the big? What is going on here?
Is there a money reason, do you think?
It's got to be the weekend that the city polls in. That's one less day for them to poll in extra money. So I would think it's the city that they're polling in.
Point.
Yes.
That is a fantastic point. I didn't
Because they
even
got
think
that
about
full
that.
Saturday and then Sunday to pull in money, and then you're also giving up your city, but you also are getting some
Perks.
income, right?
Right.
I feel like I'm excited about it always being on a Sunday. It's kind of like an extra.
Well, then you
it
can
feels
sit in
like-
for me on Monday. How about that?
It feels like an extra fun day because Saturday's always a fun day. Friday's always like, yeah, it's Friday. And then you have to work Monday, fine, but it's still like an extra.
But I'm an all-in guy. Someone's like, do you want a beer? I'm like, no, I don't want one beer. I want 10. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not having 10,
Totally.
I'm not coming.
Yes, I've been out with you. I totally know what you mean.
If you're not having 10, you're not invited.
Yeah, I'm not even coming. Give me a water.
And finally, 3 out of 4 diehard sports fans would sleep with someone who cheered for a rival team. The poll by TickPick even broke it down by sport. You guys ready for this? 77% of NHL fans would skate into enemy territory. I see what they did there. 76% of NBA fans would dribble into the opposing zone.
Clever.
75% of baseball fans would hit a home run with their rival. But only 68% of NFL fans would score a touchdown with the competition. I went to Michigan, and I'm not even a big football person, and I hate Ohio State because of that.
I feel it. Yeah.
You hate Michigan, right?
I think football is a thing. Like the other sports, I don't think it matters. But I think like Browns fans, like a Browns fan and a Steeler fan, I don't see that happening. I don't see it.
I'm
You wouldn't sleep
surprised.
with a Steeler fan that was a very
See, I don't think we would get that far.
Wow.
It'd just be ice
You'd be like,
grill.
not my
You
type.
would really turn down.
What about a Pack? Would you date a Packers fan?
Of course I would. Are you mind? I'm I'm going to turn down maybe the future love of my life because of the team that you cheer for?
You got to find compatibility. How are you compatible if you can't even get along on the team?
What?
All right, we'll be right back on that beautiful note. What?
If you're following the Olympics on social media at all, then you've probably seen comedian Leslie Jones's tweets. She live tweets her reactions to many major events to her 1 million followers, racking up hundreds of thousands of views. But soon after Jones began tweeting about the Beijing Winter Games, she claimed NBC was blocking her videos and told fans this would be the last Olympic Games that she would live tweet. So let's verify. Can your social media posts be blocked for posting Olympics content? Our sources are NBC, online cease and desist tracker Lumen, Olympic athlete Tiana Bartola, and the International Olympic Committee. Every major sporting event, whether it's the Olympics, the Super Bowl, World Series, or anything else, sells the rights to broadcast and stream the games, and companies pay big bucks for it. NBC spent almost $8 billion for the exclusive U.S. TV and digital rights for the Olympics from 2021 through 2032. These rights are a major funding source for the IOC. Both NBC and the IOC are serious about protecting those rights, including enforcing how others use their footage across platforms. In fact, you may have noticed we haven't used any video of the Olympics, only still images that we have permission to use. The IOC and NBC often file takedown notices against social media companies that host content from users that violate the rules, as do other entities that pay for or own exclusive rights. This journalist tweeted a video of NBC's coverage of the opening ceremony. Twitter then disabled the media after it received a cease and desist notice, according to Lumen. 2016 gold medalist Tiana Bartola tweeted that she ended up in Facebook jail after posting Olympic content. So it's true. Your social media posts can be blocked for posting Olympics content.
Which way to the dressing room? Is it this way? Yeah, she was the muscle behind major weight loss transformations on The Biggest Loser, and her tough love approach continues to get results. Earlier, we spoke with fitness trainer Jillian Michaels. Have a look.
We're so happy that you're able to join us because we love that you talk a lot about body positivity. So here's the thing about it, though. Some people get misconstrued with like those hot button headlines when in reality there's a conversation underneath it. So when you try and talk about body positivity, I know that sometimes it can get twisted. So is it okay to embrace being overweight if you're healthy? Can you be fit and quote unquote overweight?
You have to embrace your body no matter where you're at on your health journey, because you should be working out of self-love, right? If you want to have physical health, that only comes from a place of feeling worthy and deserving. Now, if you're asking me to deny science, that I'm not going to do. Right? Every human being is valuable. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But if you're asking me to say, yes, it's perfectly healthy to be 50 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight, that's just not true. It's like saying that the earth is flat. And in fact, the reason this matters is because we do want anybody and everybody to be around as long as possible, regardless of what size pant they wear.
So how does it make you feel when the next day we have this conversation, but the headline is Jillian Michaels is not body positive? How does that make you feel?
You know, I've been doing this for such a long time. And I think once a person is a villain in the media and it gets a lot of clickbait, you kind of can't escape it.
I don't even know where to go from there, because I got to be honest, you've been dragged a lot, and I can't say I didn't do some of the dragging, because there have been some hot topics that you've spoken out on, and we all can relate to that because we speak out about everything, trending, breaking news, so we're all susceptible to a good dragging. So I'm just curious, how do you actually accept the dragging? Because people come really, really hard for you. Like, is there like a therapy session? What's going on here?
Honestly, as much as people come and do the dragging, there are just as many people that will say, thank you, I did your workouts and I lost 50 pounds. Or I listened to what you said in this video and it totally turned my health around. So it's just part of being a public figure. I'm also not the kind of person that is afraid of telling the truth in my area of expertise. I'm not going to come out and talk politics with you. I'm not a politician. I'm not an economist. I'm not going to step outside of my lane. Fitness and nutrition that's my lane. I mean, I'm a certified nutritionist. I have multiple fitness certifications. I owned a sports medicine facility. I'm a black belt. I've been doing this for 3 decades. I have as much authority, if not more than most, to speak on these subjects. So I'm not afraid of people's opinions because I can pretty much refute them with facts.
Good for you.
Yeah, and I mean, not only do you have facts, you have a new fitness app. So let's discuss that. I want to know all about it. It's changing the game. So talk to us about this fitness app.
Well, the idea behind the fitness app is looking at the landscape. Most people have 10 plus health and fitness apps on their phone, right? They've got the meditation app, the sleep support app, the fitness app, by the way, multiple fitness apps, running app, yoga app, the lifting app for the gym. It just goes on and on and on, the meal planning, the calorie tracking. We decided that you should have a one-stop shop for the same price that each one of these apps costs individually, that personalizes your fitness, customizes your meal plans, offers meditation made simple, sleep support, community coaching, usable on any device at any time. So that's the idea, is giving everyone the tools to achieve any health or fitness goal they set for themselves.
Good for you, Jillian.
I'm here for it.
Honestly, we are all here for it, and I just want to wear my hair like yours because you look super cute and peachy and cool. So thank you, Jillian. DBL Nation, you can download Jillian's fitness app by visiting JillianMichaels.com. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
The Winter Olympics, nearly half of the sports required the use of snow. After all, what's skiing without the feeling of fresh powder? Chinese government officials are touting the snow this year, especially since nearly all of it was artificially created. That's led to numerous headlines blasting China for its reliance on snow-making equipment to host the games. So let's verify. Are the Beijing Winter Olympics relying almost entirely on artificial snow? Our sources are the International Ski Federation, a study on artificial snow by the Sport Ecology Group, and Noah Malich, an associate professor of geography at the University of Colorado Boulder, who's an expert in snow hydrology. Using fake snow is extremely common in winter sports. 95% of ski resorts use it, and the International Ski Federation explicitly permits its use in competitions, like the Olympics. In most cases, fake snow supplements the real stuff, like during the 1980 games in Lake Placid, New York, which were the first Olympics to use it. Although Malich and the Sport Ecology Group say the reliance on fake snow is increasing, making it more than 80% of the snow used in the Sochi and Pyeongchang games, and now nearly 100% in Beijing.
This is the first time the Olympics have been held in a place that is entirely reliant on artificial snow.
So it's true. The Beijing Winter Olympics is relying almost entirely on artificial snow. Malich says downhill events like alpine skiing will have a more consistent and faster course, but aerial sports like the halfpipe could be more hazardous to athletes who lose control.
Artificial snow tends to be a lot more dense, a lot icier, a lot harder, more like concrete once it's formed on the ground. Whereas natural snow can be more like a powdery snow, lighter and fluffier.
With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Ice dancing and pairs figure skating. They both have music, sequins, and couples performing while trying to remain in sync, but they have different rules. Here's how you identify one from the other. Pairs figure skating is just like the men's and women's singles competitions with jumps you're used to seeing like the axel or lutz. Partners skate next to each other and perform identical moves, or they may skate at a distance and mirror each other. Males can lift their partner and hold her over their head or even throw her in the air for spectacular twists. In ice dancing, the focus is more on musical interpretation, dance patterns, and step sequences. There are no figure skating jumps, and the couple is physically connected most of the time. Some lifts are allowed, but not the big ones you see in pairs. Both events have a short program focusing on required moves and a longer free skate performance.
It's time to shop. I know it's your favorite part of the week because it's me and Steph. I know, it's cool. Check out these deals Steph showed me from our friends at Morning Save. Enjoy. All right, Steph, what do you have for us today?
Hey, Tori, and hi, DBL Nation. I've got some wonderful products and even better deals just for you, and I can't wait to share them. First, we've got the True and Tidy True Clean Spin Mop System. Wow. So this deal includes one spin mop, one 2-chamber bucket, and 2 micro scrubbing mop pad fibers. So normally this is $70, but we've got it, Tori, for only $34, which saves everyone at home 51%. Now, Tori, this deal is the perfect solution if you have scrolling neck from constantly looking down at your phone or computer. So it's the RBX Pulse Massaging Wireless Heated Neck Reliever. So it's normally $90. It's pretty pricey.
Kinda rich, yeah.
But we've got it for only $29, saving up to 68%. Now, Tori, this is so chic. We've got Imperia vegan leather crossbody with front pocket.
Nice.
So this deal includes one crossbody bag available in 10 different neutral compatible colors. Normally this is as much as $59, but we've got it, Tori, for $19, saving up to 68%. Last but certainly not least, we've got a 2-pack of Simply Tech Lumi Sound color changing LED bulb speakers.
Whoa.
These are seriously so cool. Now, normally these are as much as $80. We've got them for $25 for 2 of them, saving you guys 58%.
Head on over to morningsave.com, y'all, to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com right on your smartphone. Thank you again so much, Steph. We appreciate you. Okay, so we got some info on maybe speculation on the Super Bowl, and they're saying maybe there might be holograms. Hopefully, this is all speculation.
I don't like that.
Some people, that'll be controversial, or some death rappers might come out, like a Sean Forbes, is that the name I'm saying right? So those are just some speculation. Maybe an Ice Cube.
Maybe an Ice Cube or Ice Cube the person?
The person.
You were doing so good with
You just ruined the whole show. I was so excited for it, now I'm not even watching.
I like the Ice Cube.
There might be piano involved.
Hip hop.
Okay.